Hey, what's going on, everybody? Let's play it right into this gameplay here. As of right now, as I currently speak, the Seahawks are playing against the Chicago Bears in the second preseason game on August 18th, 2022. And I'm going to be actually watching that, so you won't hear me really say probably nothing in this video here. But enjoy the gameplay, enjoy it. We're going to whoop some ass, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
It's week 8 of the 2022 season, and we'll see Sidney Jones.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there, and the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade, now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On the give, it's Walker. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let him repeat performance like that. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Ken Walker. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who has overcome plenty of adversity to forge a 12-year career. Former Virginia Tech Hokie, it's Tyrod Taylor.
One of the classiest quarterbacks in the NFL, and always in a difficult position because he has the skills to be a starter, but there's usually a youngster behind him that they're grooming, and they want on the field. But when given an opportunity to be the guy, he's led teams to the playoffs, and he's also gone to the Pro Bowl. A great combination of arm and legs, not to mention a brilliant mind.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Taylor. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball down.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. a second here because on that last play, it appears the Giants shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Taylor on third down throws incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A 77-yard punt return. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Taylor to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he fields it cleanly. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now a run with Walker. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Again, it's Walker. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Hand off here to Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it is now 21-0. So they'll drive 4 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown from the rookie, Kenneth Walker. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football. The bank. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first-half lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Tyrod Taylor and the Giants going back to work on offense. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. And we'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Tony. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 39, Taylor. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Roquan Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group is not playing well here in the first half.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Locke's throw taken in by London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Locke looks to throw it again. This pass is caught by London. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Into the red zone, it's Locke. On the move to his left. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor, throw left side, complete. That's Cook. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Right where this set of down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Barkley, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. As time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead on a final play and a half.
What a great touchdown run. I just had to make a little comment here. What do you guys think? So, Quandre Diggs has been a really good leader for the Seahawks. Basically right behind Bobby Wagner.
Because remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone.
And I'm like, okay, so we need to bolster our line even younger, right? And I want Thibodeau. However you say his name, right? I want him out of Oregon State. Oregon. What do you think if we traded Quandre Diggs and a wide receiver, a guy that we don't really need, to get Thibodeau and then like another
Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the
Young is better, right?
And this will not be
so just a thought, just a thought. By the way, we're kicking their ass, getting a lot of interceptions, on both sides of the teams. I mean, we already threw 2, which is horrible. Trying to keep his count under 10. We're still good, but not that good. But that's all I wanted to say.
Mentioned trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down, and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 10, Taylor. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
You can just see it in their body language. We're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And on 4th down, it's the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's got room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the 2nd half. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Taylor's throw here pulled in by Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Taylor on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second down and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. This defense tough to run against. And those linebackers almost side to side up the field and nearly get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Here's Jamie Gillen now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Block now on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second down, here's Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29 and get the 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Taylor. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Roquan Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Walker now on 1st and 10. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Walker with another carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks! Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as he just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Now out come the Giants. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Here's Locke to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Jordan Brooks in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
To try again after the sack. Taylor under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as he just ran on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
That'll be complete to Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Taylor. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that,
And now here's another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lock gonna throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just ran on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
To throw again on second down, Taylor. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And that one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines. And that is a penalty every time. And going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this. And most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now Taylor to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Again, it's Taylor. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. but everyone in that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Taylor, and that one going to come up short. Low throw. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One last shot for Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll hit the...
First of all, 91-0. This is by far the biggest blowout I believe I've ever had in Madden. Ever. Okay? Ever. And 11 interceptions in a game. 8 for Seattle. 3. God damn. What? 3 for New York, man. 11 interceptions. 11. Now our boy, Kenneth Walker III, has a superstar development trait, progresses faster than before, and can use superstar abilities. Fuck yes, this boy doesn't even need it. 2,000 XP for your running back. Thank you. 91-0. We got a media question. What is it? Jonathan Coachman, commentator. At 8-0, do you feel like this is the best team in the NFL? We get 1% gain per win and 5% per loss. Holy shit. All right. It's a boy, Kenneth Walker. I guarantee it. Yep. 19 carries, almost 300 yards, 15.6 rushing average, and 5 touchdowns. And your boy, S. Gardner, it could have gone either way. It could have been Gardner or Sidney Jones, because I believe they both had 3 interceptions. But since Gardner had 2 touchdowns with those, I mean, I'm telling you what, man, this is by far the best defense ever. If this is how they play, the best defense ever in the fucking league. So, we're going to try something real quick. Okay? What's this? Did we get another one? I thought we already did it. Okay. 4 touchdowns or 200 plus yards. We got it in the bag. Got somebody to negotiate here. Let's check him out real quick. Ryan Neal. Look, he doesn't want to be here. Let's do just 1 year. If you don't want to be here, let's just make this offer. Okay, so cool. You're gone. We don't care. Travis Homer, I mean, right now, against the game in Chicago, or excuse me, against the game here in Seattle, it's being played, he's doing pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. But it's still 10-0. Kind of sucks, but whatever. Let's try, where are we, week 9? Let's go, oops, that's not it. Manage, here we go. Improve team.
You have grades for browse available players to improve your
Who
team.
is out there right now? Y'all are ass. Y'all are straight up booty. Why is it saying Trade Center is not allowed? Can we not trade anymore? That's not good. Huh. Well, let's look at our free agents. Nobody is calling my name. He's retired. Only after 8 seasons? Tavon Austin, I forgot about you. Jason Peters has 18 years of experience, bruh. John Brown, Giovanni Bernard, Darquez Denard. He really has 9 years? Wow. I think Carlos Hyde pretty much retired, so he's done. This boy's a fail. Well, that sucks. That really sucks, because I wanted to do trades. Huh. Okay. So look at this. Whoops. Look at this right here. Our boy's not on there. That's fine. Whatever. But Kenneth Walker, dude. He's already surpassed the record. 2,257 rushing yards, 35 touchdowns, man. Jonathan Taylor and Derrick Henry are 2 and 3. Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin are your top receiving leaders. Sack leaders. Here we go, baby. Roquan Smith has 10. You don't see your boy Aaron Donald on there. Or Myles Garrett. You don't see him. And this is what I'm proud of. Check this shit out. Interception leaders. First, second, and third place are all Seahawks. And it's technically first and second place because Sauce Gardner and Sidney Jones are battling it back and forth with 8 apiece. And then Quandre Diggs has 5. That's 21 interceptions just between those 3 guys. Not to mention Daxton Hill and Kyle Hamilton have interceptions as well. And I think there's another boy out there that has one too. So we probably have 25 interceptions. Excuse me. Let's go to franchise settings. Let's go to league settings. Let's change that timeline for trades. It's off. There we go. Why not, man? We're here to have fun. All right? So here we go. Bam. Why isn't it on here? Manage team. What is this supposed to be done here? It says under construction, right? Yeah, you have chosen your stadium plans. Soon it will pay you time to break ground on the new stadium. We're getting a new stadium. Tell you what, man. We're going to ball out. It's going to be a top-of-the-line stadium. Look at this. Kenneth Walker's already in 86. My boy. So we'll figure it out. We may need to back out of the end again, get back in again. Who knows? Team salaries. What's this? Woo! DK Metcalf signed his bonus. Look at these top dogs right here. $76.6 million. He's the top number 1 player on the team. They got Roquan Smith at $48.2 million. Kenneth Walker is cheap as fuck right now. Tell you what, he's going to get the biggest contract of all, man. With the way he's running on his first season, hell yeah. Quandre Diggs, $39 million. How old is he? He's an 84, though. Age. He's 29. So we got to find a free safety, all right? One that's better. Jordan Brooks is still young. Do we have another one? Daxton Hill. Okay, he's 21. So technically we don't need... We could keep Quandre Diggs, right? But use him as secondary and put Daxton Hill up there because that boy's balling. Ow! because he's cheap as fuck too. He's only 5.98 million, dog. With what else? And then so this year he's making 700K. In the next season he'll make 1.23 million, and then the next one after that, 24, will be 1.76. London, look at this. All of these guys are young talent. This guy's 31. We might need to give him LE. Okay, he's young. Just look at the list, man. A few of them, like he's a kicker, but he's 31. Like, who cares? Young, 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 young. Quentin Jefferson, might need a rushing edge, right? I mean, whatever he is. He's 30. We're not signing him again. Trey Brown, let's get rid of him. But yeah, man, 11 interceptions in this game. 11. Holy shit. What a fucking game, man. Let's check this out one more time. Look at this. Almost 300 rushing yards. This boy is going to... I'm telling you right now, Kenneth Walker, in this season, in this franchise, in this series of seasons, no one will ever come close to Kenneth Walker. Granted, unless he gets injured, of course. But I'm telling you what, man. Insane. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Interception City, Interception Island, you name it. Crazy game. Let's keep pounding away. Let's go week 9. Get Tom Brady and the Bucs out of the way in week 10. Have a resting period and move on to the Super Bowl, baby. All right, guys. Take care. Stay safe. See you in the next one. Peace.